Do not let other black people guilt trip you into staying in the hood if you don't want to live in the hood. You want to be in close proximity to whiteness. You're not involved in the culture. You don't understand. I lived in a black neighborhood my entire life. I went to black schools my entire life, from pre-K to college. I don't live around a lot of black people anymore, and let me tell you, I feel safe. Like, my nervous system is a lot more regulated. My neighbors have invited me over to have pizza that they made from scratch, cookies that they made from scratch. They've offered to water my plants if I leave, like offered to watch my dogs. I've never had this before. Like, this is like stuff you see in a movie. So sorry, like, I like it here. Like, white people can be cool. Sue me. I'm sorry. And the thing is, get this, I lived in what was supposed to be a nice middle-class black neighborhood, but I still witnessed children just littering in your yard, Black and Milds in your yard, liquor bottles on the street, people dumping their furniture because they got kicked out because they didn't pay rent on time. They're dumping their sofas in the woods near your house. People busting in your car windows at night. I witnessed an elementary school child get off the school bus and pee in our yard. Like, this is supposed to be a middle-class black neighborhood. I can't imagine what it is like in a Section 8, like hood neighborhood.
What this young woman is talking about is some real shit. I'm somebody that has a little bit of money. I'm not anything special by any means. I work a blue-collar job, basically, you know. But I will say, as somebody who owns some shit, you know, who has ascended in society, I would definitely say that, and part of my ascension in society and my growing stake in society, I will say I have met a lot of white people that have helped me in my life, in my 33 years. And so what she's saying, I currently do not live in the hood. I grew up there in New York City. I do not live there. I want nothing to do with there. As somebody who has traveled around this country doing healthcare, I do not fuck with like living amongst my own. And let me tell you, as somebody who's been called a coon, an Uncle Tom, my blackness is I'm currently not black anymore because foundational black Americans have this skewed ideology and revisionist history that they've come up with this parameter for black people to be considered black Americans. So according to those parameters, I'm no longer a black American because of where my parents were born, even though I was born and raised here in my whole life. But whatever, I digress. We'll get to FBA in a minute. In another episode. But what she's talking about is actually really prominent. I don't want to live in the hood. Most people, we have to get, as black people, we have to get this ideology of struggle is cool, being in the hood is cool, being around crime and being gangsta, that's what's really being a man. We have Young Thug and all these prominent hip-hop artists talking about who's ratting on who's doing this, and gang and violence and shooting and killing, and it's like, that's not cool, bro. Well, we don't talk about how cool it is to go to school, how cool it is to own something. We always want to be the basketball player, but we never want to be the owner of the basketball team. We always want to be the bridesmaid and never the bride. We don't have the mentality on saying, like, you know what? We have to love each other and unify with each other. We have FBA. We have groups like FBA that's trying to separate other black people from other black people. So there's no unity and there's no love in our own community and no love towards ourselves. We see this depicted by the death toll, because if black people loved each other and had some type of unified culture, we wouldn't kill each other the way we did. It used to be, if I had a problem with somebody in my hood, they had a problem with me, we pull up first day of school, we shoot the fade, and that's it. Win or lose, you lick your wounds heal. We shouldn't even be fighting each other on that, some shit like that either. But just to address the killing, and it's gone way out of proportion. And it's and all these black liberals will tell me it's because of redlining and all that. I don't want to hear none of that shit, because in those cities they've had black and Democratic mayors on the state, local, and county level, and they've done nothing for years, very little over years. So you can tell me about redlining and all the causes of why black people are acting the way they are at today in 2025, and you can make that bullshit claim. It's not logical. What happened in the past doesn't really correlate or translate to today's actions. What I did 10 years ago as a 14-year-old, okay, doesn't have any. Oh, it does have bearings, but it doesn't have as much bearings as what I'm gonna do right now or tomorrow. Today I chose to be on TikTok and make this video. That ain't got nothing to do with what I did with 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or 30 years ago when I was 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of logic that y'all going with. I digress. But when it comes to what this young woman is saying, she doesn't want to live around black people because I've seen it, bro. I've worked with black people. Let me tell you right now, I have been called more racist things by black people. I'm telling you right now, I'm 33 years old and I've worn all over this country. I have been called more racist, more fucked up shit. I have been in more fights in my life. I have never fought a white person. No white person has ever tried me out here, and please don't. But no white person has never tried me out here. I have fought black people. And even as a nurse, this is the scary shit. As a nurse, I've been in more fights as an ER nurse than I had in my whole adolescent childhood, as a teenager or anything like that. And that's crazy to think, because I have to fight sometimes. Sometimes you gotta fight psych patients. But I've been in more fights with black people. I've been robbed by my black people. I have been spitted on by black people, shitted on by people, lied on by black people. Like, my own does it to me. So I understand where she's coming from. I may not agree with everything she's saying, but she's cooking. Like, I don't want to live near, and most black people who have money do not live in the hood. All of these people, Mark Lamont Hill. Ask Mark Lamont Hill where he lives. Does he live in the hood in Section 80? No. Because it used to be an understanding that if you grew up around that shit, that there was 2 ways that you can do. You can join in and be a gangster and be a statistic, be dead on a stretcher, or in jail with somebody playing with your butt. Pause. Or you can just go to be a corny lame nigga like I am. I'm corny right now, but I look around. I'm free. I got land. I'm in my car. I'm living my life. I got a beautiful family. I chose to be corny in school. I chose to go to school. That little shitty education they gave me, I chose to do the right thing. I played football. I had coaches. I had mentors. The white man didn't stop me from doing that. Neither did the government. That's what y'all black liberals got fucked up. When there's a will, W-I-L-L, then there is a W-A-Y, a way. And I had the will and I had the resilience, just like Martin, just like Malcolm, just like Ruby Bridges, just like all the people that came before us, right? And I just feel like black people have lost our way so bad. It used to be I can and I will. Now, because of this liberal socialism and this liberal programming that we have accepted, I can't be successful because of redlining or remnants of it. I can't be this because of low funding and underinvestment. I can't do this. I can't do this because the cops be copping. I can't do this. It used to be I will and we shall overcome. And now we've accepted the conditioning and the indoctrination of victimization, and that we can't do something. If you tell somebody that you can't do something or they're at a disadvantage because of their color of their skin, that person will normally, especially in their growth and development from 0 to adulthood, they're going to start to believe it because you implanted it and incepted it into their subconscious. What we have to do as black people is break that and say, you know what do I have available to me? What cards do I have to play in my hand right now so that I can get out of my situation? And what cards do I have to steal or take to make for myself and play this game? When I say steal, I mean legally, not like figuratively, not really go steal. But what cards do I have to play, or do I have to look, or how do I play this game so I can be successful? It's okay to go to school, kids. It's not cool to be wearing Micah Mary jeans in high school, bro. That shit is goofy and stupid. How you wearing Micah Mary jeans and your parents live in Section 80? It's no logic. It's no logic. Or you living in the projects. That's goofy. That's goofy, fam. So what she's saying is right. I don't want to go to the cookout. That's okay. That's okay. The cookout got a whole bunch of food with like salt and diabetes, my nigga. I don't want to do that. I'd rather go to the country club, go ride around on some rural land, eat some caviar on toast. You know what I'm saying? I wanna go to the country club and go golfing with my nice polo, looking fresh, looking like a king, with the cigar puffing, blood, crazy smoke and cancer in my lungs type shit. I don't wanna go do no electric slide at the cookout. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. The cookout got, like I said, saturated fats in their food and a bunch of people that's just judging you and hating on you, bro. So I'm not mad at sis for saying it, but I don't agree with everything she's saying. But I'm not knocking it, though. I'm not knocking it. Shout out to sis, man. Yo, y'all stay safe out there, bro.